Time to be able to answer this with the offlane hero for Bok. There they go. The Underlord.
You may now select your heroes.
Not a battle
Especially
for the
with
water
the 2
rune.
points in Shackle.
Oh, who's going to get the rune? Carlo looks like he picks it up, but instantly with the battery salt, gets rid of the Shackle's opportunity. Now, Susie YB on the high ground. Mavis as well shown up to the party. A couple more right clicks, but Mavis hesitant about diving under the tower. Meanwhile, Trezem's still getting chased. Carlo has got another Shackles back up. It's 2 points in the Shackles as well, so Krish can close the distance, pump in the damage of the Storm Spirit, and find a scout out if anyone's moving back to make some stacks. Mid lane might be eyeing up the Ember of Mercury. Doesn't see Carlo's position. He's got to be cautious. They're going to be baiting Krish at the moment, but yeah, Krish, he doesn't have the level 6. In goes the Ember Spirit, but maybe he's overplayed his hand. As in the end, Krish finds another kill, and this is for bottom. Let's see. Oh, Crush popped out a drag. Looks like just a farming ulti. Should have the magic damage to go through him. He's pretty close to the tier 1 tower, but the rotations can come through. Double bracer with the wand. He's actually more tanky than I was expecting. If anyone came earlier, who knows the turnaround potential, as Krish was falling low, Yolway at half health as well, but it was just Mercury that showed up. Oh, poor Crush. Carlo that has to enter. It is daytime, but can always pogo stick on forward. And Krish gonna look to rotate down as well to offer the damage required. He's targeting Trezem at the moment. Hook shot into the middle, trapping them inside with the cogs, but Carlo, the Serpent Wards on top of the stand line. Unknown's gonna walk up as well. They're bringing their numbers to take the fight on Summit, but Unknown, he's got to respect the damage coming through for the Undy. But Bok doesn't get the kill. So in the end, a 2-for-1. Even Yolway feeling the importance of the fight.
For when they've got the freedom to do so. Early game went very well. They do it for Afu on SMG. Carlo this time around was given 2 full creep waves on the bottom side.
Gonna be caught out in the river. There we go. Hookshot with the Inkswell combination, but the damage, again, it's lacking when the Netherward is dropped. A long zip hit from Krish. They will be able to secure the first. Onto the second they go. Krish is not going to have too much mana to work with, but... Like how did they not kill Mavis? I don't know, man. This Pugna here is just absolutely crazy.
It was all Carlo.
Now they're onto the Ember as well. Atos to set up. Carlo is able to enter the fight. The chain control is perfect, but the answer is going to come through. The blink reveal from Crush. Unknown showing up as well. Will slightly rectify the fight. I mean, you get your second.
Only taken 1 tower at the 15.5-minute mark as well.
TNC are going to look to play around mid. They get the D-Ward on the high ground. Into the Dragon Knight they go. Trezem's going to try and counter-initiate. The Soulbind is out disrupting the backline, but it looks like it's not going to do enough. Crush still is killed off. And the Serpent Ward's pummeling to the tower.
Making sure to micro those specifically so that they're not just uselessly hitting in onto a creep wave. It's really the damage from the Firestorm at this point though, right? Like a DK.
Mercury? Krish is playing with an Arcane Brew. Once again, the chain control. Atos to start, Pit to follow, Carlo with the Hex. This goddamn pogo stick on some hero.
Up at fights at the right time. Just being able to claim those easy kills. It's exactly what you want at this stage.
I'm just watching Carlo still put work out with his pogo stick. If they get another pick off, shortly you're going to consider Rosh. I'm surprised they're pinging it out. Do you give the Aegis to Yolway or do you give it to Krish?
I feel like you give it to Krish. Oh, never mind actually. They're going to go in deep. I mean, the reason I want to give it...
Well, but what are we looking for in regards to items for him to feel comfortable with showing up to a lot more team fights?
Well, he's going this Aghanim Shard build again, which I like, but he actually went for the Healing Ward cooldown instead of the Blade Fury duration at level 15.
Mid-lane, Bok. He's taking a lot of damage to start. Unexpected burst potential. The life drain's not going to be enough to keep him alive, so a 1-for-1 to start as Mercury deals with Mavis on the back line, but you have to respect Yahweh and the damage coming through from the Tiny. Unknown protected for the moment, but Summit... They're going to look to try and retreat out. What's going on in the backline? Hang on a second. Carlo? Clockwork's incredibly deep, trying to a 1v1 a fellow support. Trezem and Carlo both limp away. They even get the first life. Summit somehow doing the help of the double damage rune and they get a tier 1 tower.
These ganks in the style of like what you have with a Nature's Prophet, right? Underlord can join a fight at any time. He's got the BKB coming out to him now.
They
He
gotta
just
go
wants to make
now.
sure he gets that as quickly as he can.
They gotta go now. They're gonna do so. Just waiting for him to step over the mark. The pogo into the instant hex. Mercury gets out though. They didn't want to try and control him off the back of the shackles, and now Dire, they've entered the fight. Crush is falling lower and lower. Protected for the decrypt. That is beautiful from Mavis. And Dire, they gotta get out. Summit, you cannot stick around now for the longer drawn out fight. Giving the mana back to Krish. Long zip on the high ground. Utilizing the arcane route, but he's going to get penalized for it. Entering Summit's territory. Now Mercury wants to hit back. Onto another support as Carlo. Easy pickings. Box the next on the Engenderer. BKB TPR will be successful.
As well.
Carlo, nice wall. It's his unknown. Not the easiest target. So Yo is going to jump in the lane instead. Hookshot. Disrupting the combo, but Krish wants to deal with the backline. Stun is out initially. Where's the decrypt to be able to protect Krish? She's able to get out. A zip at the last second, enough to protect him. Summit, do you retreat?
If he's used though. Yeah, TNC used all.
Oh, he's running away from the team. No, don't go for this unknown.
Oh, the spin.
They fight. The rest of the team's coming. Spins on cooldown. Rammed into the middle. Instantly, Mercury's going to try and deal with the backup. But so the Juggernaut's in trouble. The double vortex and all the cleave damage unknown, though. Still alive. The healing ward will keep the Juggernaut healthy. Now, he might be able to go back in afterwards. Once again, TNC expending a lot to start the fight. Meanwhile, the backline has been ripped apart, but they're still got to be cautious as Yowei gets the chain control. But the Ember's going to buy back. A lot of importance on Summit to turn this fight around. But look at the hesitancy. A pit and Bok is out thanks to the Fiend's Gate, and now the buyback on Ember gets some
You to potentially contest this next Roshan as a result of that. Unknown TPing to the top side, getting the easier, quicker farm. That'll give him the BKB, and that'll give him the potential to contest this Rosh.
I think that kill should just be Rosh now, though. Let's see. No Serpent Wards.
Tier 2 tower to TP2. There's no buyback. Krish
They're coming.
hesitated.
They're gonna get there before Rosh falls. Once again, ran inside the pit. They were able to bring down the Underlord at the start of the fight. And now Krish doesn't have mana as well. This is a really good scenario. They're gonna Omni Slash Roshan. Unknown even pops BKB for it as well. It's gonna be able to snatch the Aegis. Yowei now needs to TP out. They won't have a way to counter that. Wow, what a big sequence of events for the lads on Summit. You get the Aegis and the on TNC.
Absolutely.
Smoke up.
All that
Yowei
history there.
leading the charge. Summit, they're not grouped at the
Underneath the ward.
moment. So Yowei's going to be able to run into the clockwork. Easy pickings. The 1-2 punch from the Tiny. This should now give them an opportunity to really get outside the base and...
But Underlord is holding it. Why? What? I want to know why.
Yeah, well... Krish
really going for the backlines.
onto the jug. CZY's nearby can give him the defensive inkswell if need be, and even a BKB. I'm not sure if it was 7 seconds. Regardless, it's not the worst. Oh, there's a DD. Don't let him get it. Oh, you're gonna let Mercury get it. Do they have the damage with just these heroes? Yowei standing the wings. Waiting for an opportunity to pounce, but now with the backline, you gotta be cautious. You group up because Mercury jumps the Pogner. Now he's gonna be on Takalo as well. Meanwhile, in the river, Bok just gets ripped apart as TNC overstep the boundary. Summit show up in big fashion and find 3 heroes with their pants.
Some late game decision making and shot calling coming out from the likes of Mavis. This time around, I would be very surprised if Unknown isn't the one.
This is huge. Crush. He's going to jump there, all grouped up under the wall. Look at the forward hook shot as well. Running into Bok. Unknown's going to be able to join the fight, but the Tiny's getting ripped apart. He's trying to stand his ground on Yowei, but is the damage really going to be enough to turn the fight? It looks like it's not. A Summit Vision once again winning games as Mercury's hunting Mavis now. Chains the hold back the retreat, but the rest of Summit, well, they want bigger.
I believe he does.
Oh, no damage because of the healing one. Cool. These Tiny's going to be up surely. They will not lose their full set of barracks, but Crush has double damage rune as well. And again, Dire, they have the vision advantage, so they might be able to haul up once again around the triangle to take the fight as Yowei charging in blind. He doesn't see anyone on Summit. You'd hate to force out an early BKB, but he's going to be put in that position to do so. Mercury just tearing apart the backline one by one. He's out of mana. Now with the damage, Yowei's starting to pump in, but it will not matter. She's out at the last second. Yowei's gone. Boxer next to fall as well by the tier 3 tower. It's Summit. They're doing it. They're taking the fight. TNC, they don't have the answers right now.
Yeah, and they have the buybacks, but they just retreat as a team. Level 25 on the Dragon Knight, just so tanky. Of course, in that Elder Dragon form, able to walk over the cliffs. These backlines or people without BKB.
I don't know how they're going to do it on TNC, but somehow you need to jump the jug and force Summit to group up. The supports need to reveal themselves to protect the jug, because they're not clumping up on the backline. You're always hunting. Avatos finds one support. Chris gonna try and deal with the other as well. There's the combo. Enough get rid of the clockwork. But now Yowei's outside the base, and with the leash combining two heroes together, that's a dieback on Yowei. Now the hookshot back in onto Carlo, and they're gonna call it quits as the open qualifier team taking TNC down 2-1.
Dire victory.
Oh boy, enjoy your points, Summit betters, because I feel like you would be outnumbered pretty heavily by the TNC fans, and really respectable performance coming through from them. I was a little concerned with some of the decision making that we saw from them at times in games 1 and 2, but this time around, particularly Unknown. He has to be the MVP of the series for mine. Just always seemed to get that farm, even when you weren't having as comfortable of a laning stage. He just found a way to be able to keep up with this Tiny. Imagine that.
Yeah, I am quite surprised at how he was able to still find his farm across the map. And I also think we just saw Summit like take really, really good fights. Their execution was there. That was something that we were definitely mentioning off the back of game 1, that late game execution was something that just wasn't kind of showing early on. But game 2, they steamrolled TNC. Like, there was no competition in game 2. Game 3, the lanes looked grim early. Then we saw them, man, vision and the ways they were able to initiate fights. Summit,